Moving to an interview one of my colleagues did, Alec Hogg, he recently sat down with Peter Diamandis, the co-founder of the Singularity University from California, which is a benefit corporation funding technological innovation. Let's take a look at that interview.
So I was fortunate enough to be part of a partnership program with Singularity University 2.5 years ago. And the content, what you get, completely changed how I thought about business and what business was about. On the back of that, we decided there was a time for maybe a different way of us thinking, but it wasn't good enough that it was just kept internally. So we brought Singularity University out, expose our staff to the program itself, and expose our clients to the program.
Have you changed much at the organization from what you learned?
I think not just as an organization, I think at a personal level it changed me massively, but I think the way we think about ourselves as an organization, how we go about doing what it is we're looking to do, how we're looking to reach our clients, how we're looking to change our business has been massively influenced. I think it put us off on a journey where innovation wasn't just something we used, it wasn't just a watchword internally, it was actually a call to action. And we began to realize that the tools we used to undertake that venture was completely different from how we've been doing it the last 30 years.
It's quite extraordinary that what Singularity is doing, Peter. You're the co-founder. Reading through your colleague's book, you started off in 2008. You worked with a colleague from Google. Just take us through that process and what it is that Singularity wants to achieve.
Sure. So most people don't realize that the rate of change is really accelerating. We're living in a world where we have a number of different technologies that are converging. Computers and networks, artificial intelligence, robotics, 3D printing, synthetic biology. And there was no institution in the world, no university. You could actually go and get an overview of not any one field, but where these are converging and how they're changing not only companies, but industries and society. And so Ray Kurzweil, who's now sort of head of AI at Google, he's one of the most brilliant people on the planet, serves as the chancellor. I'm the executive chairman, and we co-founded this university together. We're backed by Google, by NASA, 3D Systems, Cisco, many companies in Silicon Valley, but we work with executives from around the world. And we have people from the world coming to our programs, and we go out to them to really give them an understanding of the rate of change. What's in the lab today and coming to market in the next 2, 5, 10 years is going to change every aspect of our lives.
Why Africa?
Well, I think one of the things I'm most excited about is one of the most significant changes over the next 5 years is going to be that connecting the rest of the world. So in 2010, we had 1.8 billion people connected online. Today, it's about 2.8 billion people connected online. By 2020, in the next 5 years, it's going to go from about 2.8 to the rest of the world. And we're going to have on the order of 3 to 5 billion people who've never been connected, never bought anything, have never uploaded, have never connected with the world, coming online, and it's going to create, for me, a massive period of innovation. These 3 to 5 billion people aren't coming online like we did with a 9600 baud modem. They're coming online with access to the world's information on Google, 1 megabit connection. And they're going to be bringing tens of trillions of dollars into the global economy, but accelerating this rate of change. A lot of that's going to be happening in Africa, Asia, and these are the populations that are going to be uplifted the most.
Google changes everything, including what you're talking about now, because I can find out anything I like by Googling it. So what do you teach me? What are you going to teach Africans, and particularly over the next couple of days?
Well, I think it's about understanding the power that the individual has today more than ever before. I like to say to our executives, our graduate students, if you want to become a billionaire, you can help 1 billion people. That the world's biggest problems are the world's biggest business opportunities. And that an individual today has in their hands the power that only governments and the largest corporations had. And so it's really changing the mindset. You can stop complaining about problems and actually take those problems into your own hands and start to solve them. And in doing that, create businesses.
You're bringing the university to Johannesburg.
We're bringing it here for this 2-day period to really, through our partners at Barclays and our partners in Deloitte, to really touch the lives of executives from the top corporations here. We're also going to be looking over the next year at finding what we call these exponential regional partners. We're in discussions with the top cities in South America, in Europe, in Asia, and I think through this work here, perhaps, you know, Johannesburg might be the right place for us to have our sort of our hub here in Africa.